Welcome back to the Blue Chip Breakdown, Vols fans. It's football time in Tennessee once again. It's officially August, and today is the first day of fall camp. We got the boys out here looking good. Right here, we got Tank and Wesley Walker going first. I think that could end up being our starting safety tandem. Still a long ways to go. Tank was not starting in team drills today. Obviously it's just day one. A lot of time left. There's no telling what the coaches are trying to see, so we can take that with a grain of salt. But the one thing that you notice, man, is that everybody's looking a lot thicker. They look like they're in good shape. People look pretty crisp. Well, Warren looks a little bit sloppy right there, but he's still working back into it. Haddon's doing what he does. Williams, I'll tell you what, man, our secondary is really, really deep, and we've talked about this several times. I don't know exactly what the starting rotation is going to be. I think that it's a situation that it could end up varying, just depending on who we're going to play. And I can also tell you this, we've got enough solid guys in the secondary that I think that we could probably play like Dom and, we could really mix things up tremendously. So we're also deep at linebacker. We're going to get to them in just a second, but just something else of note is that Arion Carter put on about 20 pounds. And he looks really good. Wait till y'all see him. If you haven't seen him yet, he looks like he could, honestly speaking, he looks like he could start right now. If he's still the same type of athlete that he was, he definitely is going to get a lot of playing time. And he's going to be a big part of this defense moving forward. So we've got a lot more bodies, man. I think special teams is going to take a giant leap forward because we have so many underclassmen, so many freshmen. I mean, look at how good we're looking right here, with Slaughter, who obviously is a freshman safety. He's looking good, big one-eyed Jack. He's out there looking good too. He's very, very sudden. Listening to some of the other players speaking in our media days, I think it was Slaughter was talking about, he was just talking about how physical both of those two guys are. So, that's definitely something for us to look forward to, man. But yeah, we look really, really crisp. It's just day one. Seeing a lot of good hands out there. Looks like people have been putting in that work in the off season. We also got to hear from the 6 guys who just got on campus and, hear what they had to say for themselves. And they all, again, very well spoken. You can tell that they get it. They understand what the goal is for the team, and they seem dialed in. So really excited to kind of see how this thing transpires as we kind of start to clack it up as we get deeper into it. And, I'm fully expecting for this to be a major, really, really big year. I think we're just going to pick up where we left off from last season. Right here, we've got Jalen Wright and, now Nico to Dylan Sampson. So Small was actually starting in the team drills today. It was Small, then it was Wright, then it was Cam Selden. After that, it was Deshaun Bishop. I think that Dylan Sampson is limited. And after that, it was Khalifa Keith. So now we're getting to the linebackers. Aaron Beasley's changed his number. A lot of players' numbers have changed. Right here, we've got Beasley and Pilley, who should be our starting backers. I mean, that's 2 vets. That's 2 guys that are, hungry to get to that football, and they're just doing an excellent job of not getting blocked. And in the back right there, you was able to see Caleb Perry and Elijah Herring. Right here, we've got Jeremiah Thielander, who also put on about 20 pounds. Noticeably thicker. I mean, look at how big he looks. He actually kind of looks like Keenan Pilley. And here's Arion Carter. Look at this guy here, man. I mean, he just looks like a prototype linebacker. He's going to be very, very special for sure. He's going to have a really big season. I think Austin Price said that he could potentially lead this team in tackles this year, and I would not be surprised at all. Here's linebackers coach getting them right. He's really, really excited. There's Coach G. There's Big O. And, it's just kind of back to the same drills that we saw over the spring. But what we're noticing, again, is that they look a lot heavier. They look a lot thicker. Maybe not as much burst. They probably still, obviously have to get back into football shape. Here's Nathan Robinson. This is our first look at him. He looks good. He's got great size. Trevor Duncan, that's 2 freshmen right there, guys. I mean, 6'6", both of them. Long, thick, strong guys. And there's Omar Norman Lott. Coaches had some good things to say about him. So we'll definitely be able to mix some things up. We're going to throw a lot of different packages at the offenses from a defensive perspective. And I think that we are going to improve significantly on the defensive end. And as quiet as this has been kept, I think that the offense will take another step forward as well because of this man right here, Big Joe Milton. He looks really dialed in. He's got that really crisp footwork that we saw out of Hendon Hooker last year. And look at that, boom, screw. Beautiful. Obviously Jacob Warren doing what he does. Here's Nico. He throws a much more catchable ball, in my opinion. This doesn't have as much zip on it. But, obviously, there it is. Now you're starting to kind of see that same footwork. Castles is, he's another guy. He put on 10, 15 pounds. I think he came in at about 230, 235. So he's close to about 250 now. That's about SEC tight end playing weight. Good to see Ethan Davis back out here doing what he likes to do. Caleb Webb. I mean, we've got so many guys, y'all. It feels good to be getting back to this type of depth that we're used to. There's Big Brew. He looked very sudden right there. We're going to see another clip, another angle of that, and you're going to see that suddenness. Got to make catches, though. Great hands right there by Jacob Warren. And, again, Joe, coaches have been raving about him. There's Big Squirrel. We've just got so many players. I'm so anxious to see what the actual starting lineup on offense and defense looks like. While we're kind of talking about it, too, the starting offensive line in the team drills today was Campbell playing left tackle, Ollie Lane playing left guard, obviously Cooper Mays playing center. We had Spraggs at right guard, and then we had Crawford playing right tackle. I already went over the starting running backs. The starting defensive line was Tyler Barron at end. We had Big O at tackle, Easton at tackle, and Roman Harrison. That was the starters on the defensive front. And, obviously we've already gone over who the starters were at backup, but we'll go over it one more time. Aaron Beasley and Keenan Pili were our starters there. Of note, Arion Carter was running with the third string today, but obviously that's subject to change. I think that he's probably the third guy that's rotating in. And so this is the one right here. You can just see how sudden Brew is. Didn't make that catch, but it looks sudden. So right here, you're getting a good look at the defensive line, and it just looks so much better than what it has, or, what it did at least 2 years ago. And look at those linebackers, man. Arion Carter looks like he's taller than Jeremiah right now. I don't know how that happened because he wasn't taller than him in the spring. But hey, man, these guys grow. And, here is Shandavian Bradley, who spoke today. He talked about being underweight. There's Big David Hobbs. He looks good. I think he's primarily playing tackle. I think he talked about playing right around 280 pounds. That's about tackle weight. Could also be in weight, but, probably going to be one of those hybrid guys. He can definitely do both. And you can see these linebackers getting off of the edge. Now, let me get to the starting secondary because we haven't touched on that yet. But at corner, it was Slaughter and Turnage. And playing the star was McDonald. And at safeties, we had Walker and Turrentine. So pretty interesting of note, y'all. So that's day one. It's in the books. I know that y'all are excited. I can't wait. I can't wait to see them doggone dogs. I can't wait to see Florida. I can't wait to see anybody. Bama, I don't care who it is. I can't wait to go hit somebody right in the mouth. This is our year, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in as always. And please make sure, as always, like, subscribe, share it with your friends, with your family. We're still trying to grow this channel. We've got a lot of content coming out as the season is getting underway. So appreciate y'all as always, and we'll see y'all on the next video. Peace.